everybody, and welcome to this second video in building this kit, the Willys Jeep from Airfix. So you may remember we got as far as this last time, putting a single piece on, which is very hard to tell, but it's actually this hook at the very front. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to assemble the rest of it, give you a top-down view so you can see what's going on. Don't forget to set up your workspace like before. As you can see here, I've got the two main frames along with my tools around on top of a cutting mat. The part that needs to be cut out now is the second part in the first stage of the instructions, which is the suspension and the axle boxes. Once this has been removed, you can now file off all rough edges and bits that are sticking out from where you've cut. Make sure you check that you don't go too far when filing, and if you find the files too big, like this one may be, then you can use a smaller file or the clippers to gently remove the parts that are sticking out. It's generally a good idea to also test fit pieces before you glue them. So here I quickly put them together to see if they'd fit, and also I can see where I need to put glue. You may find that you have to hold pieces together for a little while, like here, to get them to set properly and even touch up with additional bits of glue. Now that's complete, moving on to the next part, clipping out the vehicle frames for either side and filing them down ready for joining. Notice once I've filed them all down, I will also test fit these as well to see if there's any bits sticking out that need removing. That way then things will glue together well. Also, when I apply the glue, you don't need to put thick layers of glue over everything. Where the two parts are contacting, small dots of glue are sufficient to hold it together, as can be seen here. And after a few seconds, it's now set in place and ready for the other side. Now we have two sub-assemblies ready to join to each other. I've test fitted these so I can see where the glue needs to go, and I'm just placing small dots on, ready to join them together. This is probably one of the more fiddlier bits to join, because there's a risk of gluing my fingers to the model as well. There it is together. Don't be afraid to have a look around, and if you're not happy with the fit, pull it apart, clean it, and fit it again. Best to have a short-term problem now that you can fix than leave it for later and find something else won't fit on. Now that the main body of the Jeep is assembled, there's quite a few additional extra bits to put in, such as the chairs here, for the front and for the rear. With the chairs ready to fit, glue's been put in, and I can now put them in position. There's the glue. Notice it's only a very tiny amount. It's best to put less glue and hold it for longer than put lots of glue and have it run everywhere and stick everything to everything else. Now with the main area assembled and ready to go, we can now put things in such as the steering wheel, a little bit of persuasion to get it in the right place, and prepare the wheels ready for final fitting to complete the assembly of this model. There's the front tyre in position. I wasn't happy with the way it fitted, so I redid the glue and pushed it back in again. And now the only thing left to go are the four wheels. With the final bit of checking, make sure that the wheels are lined up in a straight line. Of course, you could angle them as if it's turning if you wished. But this one's going to be in a straight line, and there it is, complete, with all its details and ready for painting. So there's the final model assembly in its raw form, and what we'll be looking at next time is how to prepare it for painting, what to paint it with, and then how to add a few other effects such as weathering and detailing, and give it a base to sit on out of some very easy to build, easy to use parts.